Okay, so this video isn't going to be a super dragged out long video that provides you with little to no information. This is going to be a quick in-depth guide that anyone can follow regardless of genetics to make you look older. Okay, so this was me a few years ago. As you can see, I had chubby cheeks, the physique wasn't there, and I looked quite young. And this is me now. As you can see, I look way older and the physique is getting there. And this is just from doing the things I'm going to talk about in this video. Let's get right into it. The first way to look older is to hang out with older people. Say you're 14 like me. The easiest way for you to look older would simply be for you to hang out with people who are 19 to 20. This is because when you hang out with older people, you are forced to mature fast. It's like anything. If you only play basketball with beginners, it will take you forever to get good. But play a few games with a really good person and you will learn extremely fast. This is basic human nature. We are meant to adapt to the situation we are in. So when you hang out with people that are your age, you look like the people that are your age. But when you hang out with older people, it forces you to become like them. Yeah, you might be uncomfortable at first, but the more you hang around them, the more you become like them. I'm sure you have heard the quote, "You are the average of the 5 people you hang around with most." So if those 5 people are all 20, you will become like a 20-year-old. Step 2 to looking older is to take responsibility. A big reason all of the population looks so young is the fact that they take no responsibility for anything. The parents cook for them, clean for them, they make plans for them, and these kids don't take responsibility for themselves to eat healthy, to make money to help their family, to get better mental health, to lead others to a better future like I'm doing in this video. They just sit around and play video games and eat junk food. See, when you take responsibility for things, you become older. This is also just basic human nature, as you're forcing yourself to grow because now you're accountable and liable for things. Step 3 to look older is to stop sitting around and playing video games and go do something with your life. Find your purpose and ruthlessly dedicate your life to it. Having a purpose in life is one of the most mature things you can do, and it will make you look older because you will have something to strive towards and to look forward to. As you can tell by most of these tips, most of looking older isn't actually physical. A lot of looking older is acting older. Your perception of yourself becomes your reality. So the more mature things you do, the more mature you become, if that makes sense. But now let's get into the physical stuff. So if you're just a little kid, which you probably are if you're watching this video on how to look older, you need to bulk and consume high amounts of protein. The average kid has little to no protein daily. They eat mostly carbs and highly processed junk food, and in turn their body never goes through muscle protein synthesis, which is basically the fancy word for your muscles growing. Bulking is eating in a calorie surplus, meaning you are eating more calories than you are burning in a day. And before you say, oh, but you know, I don't need to bulk, I'm skinny fat, and I need to cut, because if I'm cut then I'll get lean, and if I'm lean then I'll look good. You have no muscle to cut down to right now. Why are you gonna cut when you've never bulked before, when you've never built this muscle? So I'm not gonna waste your time. The way to bulk is as simple as getting the app MyFitnessPal, putting in that you're 18, but then making sure that all the information like your height and your weight and everything is correct. Then simply eating the amount of calories it tells you to consume. Now just bulking will make you fat unless you pair it with resistance training, aka working out. If you're young, you don't even need a gym membership. You can literally do calisthenics or just hold like one of those big water jugs or something heavy and do squats and bench press. Now there are specific muscles you need to train to look older. Your neck and forearms most importantly. Now I'll link a video on how to train neck in the info card, but having a thick neck immediately makes you look older. You also need to train the rest of your body, like your legs, your back, your chest, all of that stuff. But in specific, just to look older, your neck and your forearms will do the most for you. If you do the things I talked about in this video, I guarantee people will be saying things like, "There's no way you're 14. The main thing you need to understand is that looking older is not just genetics. Yes, genetics help, but everyone can look older regardless of genetics. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, what you did if you watched this far, go down, hit the subscribe and post notification button as it helps us both, and see ya.